What is up, everybody? It's CalJuice11 here, and I am very, very excited to bring you my LEGO Scar H. There you go, guys. The full view of just the gun itself. Information that I know about the gun: it's made by FN, which is a company in Belgium who makes guns like the FAL, the P90, and the 5.7, and so on. The Scar H, the H stands for heavy, which that means is because it fires a bigger round. I'm not sure what caliber, a bigger round than the Scar L, which it's exactly the same. It just fires a smaller round. The gun itself is a little bit smaller than this, but I prefer the H because I like heavy weaponry in video games, and it's like I want to shoot one of these in real life as well. But anyways, let's just go on to some of the detail on the gun. In comparison to it in real life, the real one would have 3 rails. You have this one. The real one would have 4. You have this one, the top, and then there's another one like this on the other side. There's supposed to be a 4th one on the bottom, but it is not necessary on the LEGO version because there's studs that stick up and just attach to that. Quick view of the barrel. The muzzle's hollow, but just the muzzle. You got your front sight, which these sights can fold down, so that if you're putting an optical sight, or just like an optic sight on the barrel, the rail, these get out of the way. So you can see you have your back sight, and this just rolls down like that. Charging handle. You have your magazine port, which the magazine is it's 7x2 studs. I tried to get the detail as close as I could. The slope, it sticks out, so the gun itself is about 6 blocks wide. Details like that I like to pay attention to. The stock kind of doing a stairway effect down, then coming to this part of the stock, which is where you actually put it into your arm. It's a brace. It keeps it from breaking off because this part is heavy, and it is an adjustable stock, so it's hollow in here, so it's not as sturdy as it should be. So just sorry about that. So the way that you adjust the stock is you just take this pin, you pull this out, and you can adjust the stock. This whole piece will come out. It's not that heavy, but if you pull the pin out and it's sticking straight down, it's gonna come out. I normally like to sit it about here, sticking out just a little, because it matches my arm length. Right here you got this panel. It's just random stuff I decided to add. It covers up the mechanism pieces like this because there's a hammer mechanism in it that when you pull the trigger, you cock the gun and you pull the trigger, it sounds like you're dry firing it, which you never really want to dry fire a gun that much. So you take the charging handle, you hear that sound, and that's the hammer inside, it's the same mechanism. It's the same exact mechanism that was in my Mauser. So you just pull the trigger. Alright, so I'll put the magazine in for you, and I'll aim down the sights. Okay. So now we're going to aim down the sights. Oh, sorry. Okay. The sights match the Scar H from Battlefield 3. I don't really like to base my gun designs, or just like what it is, off of a video game, but the Battlefield 3 is very accurate to the guns. Way more accurate than Call of Duty, which I like both games, but Battlefield 3 is just way more realistic. Just saying. Crap, why is all of this all of a sudden just breaking off? Alright, anyways, let's get on to attachments. Starting off, I have this foregrip, and there are plenty of attachments. That is probably going to be a two-part video. So you just take the foregrip and you put it on the bottom, and there you go. You get the Scar H with the foregrip. I give you kind of a first-person view with it. There you go. So the foregrip, it's not very sturdy. Most of the gun is for show, but it's a little wobbly, but it works pretty well. I mean, it hasn't broken yet, which hopefully, I said yet, but hopefully it won't break. This is the first of the two attachments I've made. Then the second one is a reflex sight. You got the red dot there. You just put it on. You flip your sights down, and then when you aim down, you've got your reflex. So there you go. This is what I like to use in Black Ops 2, and I like to put just have iron sights on Battlefield 3. I like to have a foregrip and a reflex, and the reflex and the iron sights are best with me. So, second sight that I've made is the holographic, which is not very good, but I'm not very good at making sights. So there it is. You just put it on the rail, and then aim down sight. There you go. So there's the gun with the holographic sight and the grip. So now I'm going to move on to 3 attachments, if you want 4, that make this gun, even 5, that make this gun into the Scar H, which the H already stands for heavy, Scar H heavy gunner, which basically you've got this. It's the dual drum magazine, and the way that you use it is you just set it down on the stand. You just take the regular magazine, take off that bit of it, then you just simply put it on the double drum, and you put it into the magazine slot. There you go. You got Scar H, which the drum just broke off. Anyways, so this doesn't make the gun too heavy, considering these 2 pieces are hollow. I'm not sure how much ammo it would hold now, because this isn't actually realistic. I don't think they even make a dual drum magazine for the gun. Anyways, I'm going to convert it to heavy gunner for you guys, and what will assist me in making the gun easier to assemble in this is the bipod that I've made, which I will show you now. So here's the bipod. It's made to flip out. It attaches right there to the barrel, and yeah. So here, I'll just set the camera down, and then I will show you me attaching it to the gun. You gotta pull this off. This is almost like a little safety for the for the bipod to stay up when you're not using it. So just put it on like that, and there you can see that the bipod is in the upward position, so it's out of the way, and it's almost like you've just laid down fire for your team's really a main support weapon at the time with what it has on it, and you would put that up and you'd be advancing to a new position to cover anybody that's moving to another, or just advancing. If you know what I'm talking about, it's just tactics. So the way that you let the gun basically just flip down as you pull this piece, and the bipod will fall. Then you move your beam so that it makes it so it opens up to the full length, so the gun's not falling over or anything. And there you have the Scar H heavy gunner support, but it is going to go through high rates of fire, intense firing. So what do you need? You need your extended barrel, which I have right here. But I'm going to show you everything in part 2. So yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out part 2.